What's up, y'all? So if you're in my free Discord, then you saw the poll that I put up, and I basically asked what is something that y'all are struggling with, and the winner of the poll was I obsess over timing and results. So with this video, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you're probably obsessing over the time and the results when it comes to your manifestations, and then I'm also going to give you an identity shift with it. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. The first one is you don't actually feel like it's done, and what that can look like is you are saying things like, well, I don't know. I don't feel like it's done yet. It doesn't feel real. And then that turns into you checking the 3D for confirmation, and the obsession turns into you trying to prove that it's happened or trying to prove that it's working. So the solution to this is you're not waiting to feel anything real. You're not waiting to clarify that something is done. You decide that it's done. You decide it's already happened, and then you allow your mind to catch up to that decision. And it's probably going to look the same across the board. How do you do that? You keep your thoughts in check. It's done. It's done. It's already done. There's nothing for me to look for. There's nothing for me to try to feel real. I don't have to feel like it's not done yet because it's already done. So the shift is you feel like it's not done to it's already done. Like, what are you talking about? It's already done. The second one is you're looking for external validation. So that is looking like you don't trust your decision yet. So you want validation from your reality. You're looking for signs, synchronicities, text, confirmation. Show me that it's working so that I can relax. Show me that it's working so that I can breathe and I can feel more calm about it. But the solution to this is to stop checking your 3D for confirmation and validation, and you be the confirmation and validation. If your thoughts aren't aligned with having what you want, then there's your confirmation right there. That's why your reality isn't showing you what you want. Align your thoughts with having it, and therefore you don't have to keep checking your reality because you're the confirmation. Your reality is a reflection of you. If you decide that you have it, if you decide that it's yours, you don't have to look outside of you for anything to validate you because you know from within it's mine and it's going to reflect. Okay, number 3, you think manifestation is a process when it's actually a decision. Something like that looks like, okay, well, I started this on Sunday. I should have my desire by Saturday. I started this 3 hours ago. I should have my desire already. You're looking at it as a process and not a decision. The solution to that is realizing that it's about your identity and not the time that it's taking because you're the one creating the time. So if you're somebody that's focused on it being a process, just know it's a decision, okay? And when you can just decide alone and let everything else go, then you eliminate the process that it takes in between. But the more you focus on, okay, well, it's a process. It needs to happen like in this time, and I started on Sunday and now it's Saturday and I should have my desire already. But who were you being from Sunday to Saturday? Who were you identifying as? Because were you identifying as the version of yourself who had what you wanted and had your desire, or were you constantly identifying as the version of yourself that, okay, well, I'm still looking for it, I'm still searching for it, still waiting? You're implying a process, you're implying time, and it's not about that. It's about your identity. All of this is about your identity. All of these that I'm listing for you are just about your identity. There are different ways that you are identifying that is causing you to obsess over timing and results because it's an identity that you are holding that I want you all to shift. So if you are identifying as, okay, well, I'm obsessing over my desire because of the timing, the process, I've been affirming for 14 days, I've been affirming for a month. Who were you identifying as for that month? Who were you identifying as for those 14 days? Because if you weren't identifying as the version who has what they want, then that is the absolute reason. Now, if you were identifying as the version of yourself who does have what they want and you don't see it yet, then that doesn't mean it hasn't happened. That doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You hold that identity no matter what. Hold that identity no matter what. It has to manifest. Number 4. I really feel like some of you may have a fear of being delusional. You have a fear of choosing something with no evidence back behind it. And your fear of being delusional causes you to, again, look for timing, obsess over things, look for something to anchor you and ground you because you have nothing in your physical reality that is validating you on you having your desire the moment you decide that you have it. So therefore, you kind of have a fear of being delusional. You kind of have a fear of just affirming and just deciding that things are the opposite. But y'all, you've been delusional about things in a negative way. You have affirmed, okay? You've complained. It's still affirming of things that you did not see, that you had no physical evidence of, that you had no proof of. You still affirmed it no matter what. And you got it, okay? You got the thing that you didn't want. The person showed up the way you didn't want them to. The job didn't show up the way you wanted it to. The grades didn't show up the way you wanted it to because you delusionally affirmed that it was going to be that way with no physical evidence. So, do you have a fear of being delusional? You have a fear of being delusional in your favor. You have a fear of being delusional in a positive manner. And it only feels delusional because you're choosing something before you see it. So, practicing on being okay with that, being okay with choosing something without seeing that's in your favor. That's what you're practicing, because you can easily choose stuff that's not in your favor, that you don't see yet, and you're going to go with the flow because your state of being says, I don't get what I want. So change your state of being to I do get what I want. I always get what I want. I always get exactly what I want. Change your state of being to that, and then the fear of being delusional goes away. Now it's easy for you to be delusional in your favor because now you know I always get exactly what I want. So if you are somebody that has a fear of being delusional, definitely start telling yourself I always get what I want. I always get exactly what I want, or things always go my way. So the fifth reason for why you're probably obsessing over your manifestations is you have been taught to wait for things. So your society around you, in my instance, my parents, they teach you work hard, wait, and then you receive it. Okay. So you work really hard to get to where you want to be. You wait to be noticed, wait to be acknowledged, and then you receive whatever it is that you worked hard for. So in a sense, you're conditioned to wait for things. We wait for things all the time. So we wait for things to happen before we accept it as truth. And if you're waiting for something to happen, you're waiting again to see it in your reality. You're waiting for it to be your truth. Then how can it ever be your truth if you haven't assumed it as true? So your solution to this problem is you go straight to the end result. Instead of waiting, you're obsessing because I'm just waiting to see it. I'm just waiting for the person. I'm just waiting for the career. I'm waiting for the money. No, you don't wait for a single thing. You decide the final outcome. You go straight to the end. It's all a mental game. All of this is a mental game. You go straight to the end, to your thoughts, and you decide what it is. You decide the final outcome, and then you live there. You live there. You're not waiting for anything, because as long as it exists within you, then it can exist outside of you. If it does not exist within you, then it cannot exist outside of you. The sixth reason is you are super attached or obsessed with the how it shows up in your reality. So for people who are very detailed, you can kind of be trying to fine tune your manifestation. So you are trying to control every single moving piece of the puzzle. And while there's nothing wrong with that, if you're obsessing over something and you're trying to control every little piece of it, then that puts you in that obsession mode. You're like, okay, but it has to happen this way and it didn't happen this way, so I needed to do this. And then it's like you're micromanaging your manifestation. You don't want to micromanage your manifestation. Take a deep breath, because you don't have to decide how everything is going to happen and unfold when you've already decided that it's done. If y'all haven't realized by now, the entire theme of this video, to end the obsession, it's already done. It's already done. And this is something that we're doing in my membership. We're doing a 30-day challenge. I put up a poll, and the glow up challenge and the detachment challenge both tied. So we're doing a glow up and detachment challenge. The glow up is not necessarily an appearance change. It can be appearance if you want it to be, but it is more so focused on your identity. Glow up with your identity. Whatever your identity is that you want to change, that you want to elevate, you're going to glow up in that. You're going to choose an affirmation that applies with that. And then your detachment is the learning how to detach from anything that is opposing your glow up. So if you're interested in joining that challenge, come join the membership. I have it on YouTube and Patreon, but it just made me think about that because it's already done. Like for those of you who are obsessing, this would be a great challenge for you because you're obsessing because you don't think that it's done. You're obsessing because you don't think that you have it. All of these different things, again, that I'm listing are just different mindsets that you're probably identifying as specifically, that may target you specifically, that if you just make that change, you're not going to obsess over it no more because you're going to know the fact that I can just decide that this is what I want alone. That's all I have to do. And it's going to show up in my reality. Number 7 is maybe you've experienced inconsistency with your manifestations before, and that's causing you to be obsessed over timing and results. So maybe something worked and then maybe something else didn't work. Maybe something worked and then you got it, then it went away, then you got it back, then it went away. This kind of like up and down, teeter-totter kind of situation. So if you're experiencing that, the issue isn't that it's inconsistent. You're the one that's inconsistent, respectfully. Your state was inconsistent, okay? And the best example is hot and cold behavior that you get with your SP. If you are affirming that they are in a happy relationship with you, and then they start showing you all the love, but then you start thinking, oh my God, they missed this one text. They haven't texted me back in an hour. Like here they go doing the same thing again. And then they start showing you the opposite, and now they're being kind of cold and distant. The reason why is because you're not being consistent in the state of being that you're holding. So if you're affirming for them to be in this beautiful relationship with you, and then they start showing results of that, and then the moment they shift, you shift too, because you're using your reality to validate who you are and what's possible for you, then you shift as well. Then that's where you experience the hot and cold behavior. So if you're getting inconsistency, again, it's not the desire, it's not the manifestation, it's just the state of being that you're holding. So if you experience inconsistencies, hold the state of being, maintain the state of being of having what you want, and then you'll see the inconsistencies go away. Number 8, I can definitely say with extreme confidence, this applies to a lot of you all. You're used to reacting and not deciding. So when things pop up in your reality, you're affirming for your desire, then something pops up, you instantly react to it. You instantly start spiraling, wavering, going downhill because of one slight inconvenience. Okay? You're reacting and not deciding. So the solution to this is to respond differently. I've told y'all this so many times. Like, pay attention to how you are responding to circumstances that come up. Pay attention to how you're responding to things that show up in your reality. Because if you're responding as the version of you who doesn't have it, then you're holding the state of being of the version of you that doesn't have it. Now, if an inconvenience pops up and you respond holding the identity as the version of you who has it, then what are you going to say? It's already done. There's nothing to worry about. It's done. It's taken care of. I'm good. Again, it's done. I want y'all to put that in your vocabulary. For those of you who checked yes, that you obsess over timing and results on that Discord poll, your best friend affirmation is it's done. It's done. Okay. Period. Point blank. There's no other questions. It's done. And the more you do that over and over, repetition impresses the subconscious mind. Repetition is what is going to give you that implication that it is done. And then your reality has to show you it is done. Okay, number 9 is you are looking for movement to validate your success. So this kind of goes hand in hand with process, but you're looking for actual movement. I see no movement. I see no movement. I don't see anything changing. I don't see anything happening. So now you're equating that to it's not working. And that is making you obsess. Don't look for movement. Again, you're not looking for validation from your 3D reality. You are the validation. The movement happens within first. What are your natural thoughts that are coming up? If your natural thoughts that are coming up aren't even aligned with your desire, then where is the movement? Where is the movement going to come from if you are already not aligned with having it? You have to be aligned with having it. And when I say be aligned with having it, all I'm saying is your thoughts need to match the state of being that your desire exists in. Your desire exists in a reality, a state of being, something that you are aware of, and it is what you are identifying as. So if you are constantly not identifying as the version who has it, then where is this movement going to come from? And then you training yourself to look for movement is still telling yourself, I don't have it because I have to look for something to imply that it's working, to imply that it's moving. Don't look outside of yourself for something to make you think that it's working. Look at your own self and use that as validation for if it's working. If your thoughts are aligned, it's working. If you naturally are thinking your affirmation, it's working. If you are naturally in alignment and you are naturally speaking inner conversations and talking as the version of yourself who has your desire, it's working. Number 10, you're in a lack-based identity, and that, again, is the reason why you are obsessing over timing and results. The lack-based identity comes from you identifying as a version of yourself who doesn't have what you want. To be honest with you, all of the things that I have listed fall in the lack-based identity. Your identity is the most important thing in my opinion. So if you are identifying as lack, if you are identifying as I don't have it, then that is the reason why you are obsessed, you are pressing, you are stressed, worried, and you're doing the other 9 things that I listed in this video, okay? And the only solution to that is to outgrow that old identity by leaving it behind and allowing yourself to identify as a new version of yourself who actually does have what they want. I have everything that I want right now. Everything that I want goes my way. Okay? Change who you're identifying as, because there is something that is causing you to obsess. There is something that is causing you to panic and worry because there is something inside of you. There is an identity that is saying, I'm not good enough. I can't have it. It's too hard to obtain. This is bigger than me. Nobody else in my reality has had it. It's impossible. I've never seen anybody with it. I don't even know if it can be done. These are all just saying that I don't have it identity. Okay? That's all saying I lack my desire. So you can have anything that you want. Change your identity and then everything else follows it. Change your identity by deciding who you are. I'm no longer deciding that I live in a lack-based environment. I am no longer identifying as a version of myself that lacks anything. I have everything that I want right now. At the end of the day, I just want y'all to know this. You're not necessarily obsessing over the timing and your desire and not having it. You're just identifying as a version of yourself who is still waiting on your desire, okay? If you feel like you are obsessing over the timing, obsessing over the results, then you are identifying as a version of yourself who is still waiting. You don't wait for a single thing. You don't have to wait on anything because you have everything that you desire, all right? So pick your affirmations. I have everything that I want right now. Everything in my life is so perfect. Everything always goes my way. I always get exactly what I want. Take one of these affirmations away. If anybody else has any really good affirmations, please drop them in the comments to share. And then from there, when you catch yourself obsessing over the timing, obsessing over the results, obsessing about where your desire is, it's done. It's done. I have nothing to worry about because it's done. Okay, that's all I want you all to do. I intend that this video helped you. If y'all have anything that you want me to make a video about, anything, please leave it in the comments because I kind of need some, I need some inspiration, some motivation, something like that. So y'all let me know of anything that y'all want me to make a video about. Like I said, I have the membership. We're doing the 30-day glow up and detach challenge. We do live streams every first Monday of the month. I also have coaching available. I have a 15-minute audio coaching, and I also have a 3-day direct access coaching where you get direct access to me Monday through Wednesday. You can text me or send me voice messages as much as you need to pertaining to your manifestations, and I respond to you back for those 3 days. I send voice messages or text back. And yeah, just to help you like unlock the things that you have in your mind that are in my opinion, holding you back, the patterns that you keep persisting in that you don't realize that are basically keeping you in a state of being where you feel stuck. So I like helping people uncover those things. So if any of that stuff resonates, please check the description below. You'll also find the link for the free Discord down there. Other than that, if you watch this video until the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.